Tervetuloa tämänpäiväisen Punkkeri-ohjelman pariin. Meillä on tänään vähän eri meininki kuin yleensä on ollut, eli vaihdetaan tuossa kohta kieltä englanniksi, kun meillä on vieras, joka ei suomea puhu. Mä oon Juho Jokinen juontajana ja mun vieressä tässä on rakas Anssi.
Terve!
Ja mennään sitten saman tien vieraaseen, eli hello, Luis.
Hello,
Hello. How's it going?
We're fine. Thanks for coming here.
My pleasure.
Hey, maybe the people needs a little introducing. Who are you and why you
Well,
are
my
here?
name is Luis. I come from Venezuela. I've been here about 4 years, and well, it's been a joyride so far. Nothing to complain about.
So you live in Helsinki now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Well, since I moved here, I've been living in Helsinki. So
Yeah. Do you have some kind of family here?
actually, I'm married. I have a kid here. So far, pretty much my family right now is my wife's relative. So new family, I guess.
Okay.
Most of my family is back in Venezuela.
Do you see any kind of difference between the family relations between Finnish people and Venezuelan?
Well, it's like Finnish culture and Venezuelan culture, even though they might have some similarities, is very, very different, I would say. It's like, okay, I would say like Nordic people is very like reserved, and I mean, it's not like you get into the bus and talk to everybody. That only happens down there. Here, you just have to just like focus yourself and keep quiet, something like that.
Keep mind of your own
Yeah,
business.
exactly. Don't mess around.
Have it been hard to find a job or getting prepared here in Finland?
Well, I would say like the main obstacle would be like the language barrier, but everybody here speaks English very good. I would say like, and if you speak English, you have no problem at all to get a job here. So it's a matter of where you look for, what kind of job are you looking for, what are your credentials, what's your experience.
Are Finnish people hard to talk to, or?
Not really, and much less on Fridays.
Okay.
It's completely like night and day thing. Like
Yeah.
during the week, everybody's more reserved. During weekends, it's like people's more open, definitely.
Have you been outside of town? Have you been somewhere else? than
Yeah,
Helsinki?
yeah, I've been in many towns. So for example, I've been like up north a couple of times, visiting my wife's family and relatives and all that. And it's very laid back, I would say, compared to Helsinki, of course. It's like, I mean, you can just like, it's an easygoing thing.
Do you like snow?
Well, I'd say like back in my country we have snow in certain areas, but not as much as you guys get here,
Okay.
for sure. And yeah, you get used to it. You get used to the temperatures. When here's like minus 30, there might be plus 30, so it's a 60 degrees difference.
yeah.
So yeah, it's night and day, as I said.
Okay. Have you tried any winter sports here?
No, not yet.
Cross-country skiing or something?
No, not my thing. Power drinking maybe.
How many Venezuelans are here in Finland?
It's a curious thing because exactly the amount of Finnish people living in Venezuela is exactly the amount of Venezuelan living here. It's about 100 people or something.
Yeah.
So it's like an interchange,
Yeah.
I'd say. So, yeah.
But you still have your own embassy here, and
Yeah. Actually, I'm working as an intern right now there, and kind of have access to all the statistics and all that, and it's quite interesting, I'd say. I don't know if I can add something else, but I don't see like lots of Venezuelans coming here due to the fact that here's cold. People just like to have the beach very close and all that. But well, it's how it goes.
yeah, I remember the first time when my friend heard about Venezuela, he said that it's the place where all the guys are riding the boats. You know,
Yeah, because Venezia, Venezuela. Yeah, it's a curious fact.
Yeah.
Actually, one of the reasons why Venezuela has its name is because Christopher Columbus, when he went there, he thought this is looking exactly like Venice, and Venezia, Venezuela, comes from there. Because there's like houses built upon the water and all that. Like Aboriginals live in that kind of houses and all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many people are living in Venezuela?
It's close to 30 millions. So
Pretty much.
25 millions more than here.
Yeah.
How large is the country?
It's like, if you include the water surface and all that, it's about like 1,900,000 kilometers square. So it's, I don't know, 3 times bigger than Finland, probably.
Yeah.
What was the city where you?
I was born in the capital city. I was born in Caracas, but I moved when I was like 7 years old to the south, like the industrial city. It's called Valencia, same as Spain, the same name. And it's like, yeah, the industrial city, kind of laid back, pretty close to the beach. Mostly of the sports there are like related to skateboarding or surfing or something, like kite surfing and things like that. So it's quite popular.
Yeah. You have been doing surfing there?
Been surfing, been skating. Never, well, I tried once kite surfing, but not my thing.
Yeah.
Very expensive equipment.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I bet so.
it is.
Hey, we have something to show you. It's about the band called Four Aces.
Okay.
Eli seuraavana tulee 4 Ässästä tämmönen pieni esittelyvideo.
No me ollaan 3 Ässää 4 Ässästä. Mä olen Riku Nieminen.
Ville Aalto. Mä oon Aleksi Kinnunen ja sitten Samulikin vielä puuttuu vielä, se lähti treffeille.
Samulilla on treffit. Me tehdään tätä rakkaudesta musiikkiin. Me revitellään ja fraseerataan. Tää on tätä paskaa, ei mitään. Oikeastaan varmaan lopetetaan sinä päivänä, kun Jack Nicholson tulee kadulla ja on silleen, menee vaan ohi. Tällä bändillä niin ei kyllä saa.
Semmonen oli 4 Ässää. That was Four Aces. What kind of street players do you have in Venezuela?
Well, there's a curious fact. For example, if you get into a bus there, you're probably gonna see somebody getting in with a guitar, like collecting money and playing music inside the bus. It's like pretty typical there. And well, you can see like street performers like in public squares and stuff like that, just like trying to make a living that way.
So people do live with the
Yeah,
playing.
yeah. If you're a good musician and you have a lot of time, of course you can make it.
Yeah.
How is it like?
Well, it's pretty. Like, I mean, the thing is like it's a fusion, you know, like music for the country plus mixed with classics. For example, you can always like listen some Black Sabbath song, like Playboy, a guy with a guitar, like with a tropical punch, you know, and it's kind of it could be interesting. Mostly for tourists, it's like, wow, I know that song, I never heard that before that way, and it goes like that.
So you have to be some kind of do something special or your own stuff.
Pretty much, you can just play your own stuff, and people it's like people is very musical down there. It's like either you're dancing or eating, but music is always there.
What about other street performances? Are there dancers or?
Well, another like kind of a phenomenon there is like if you stop on a light, traffic light, and there's somebody making, I don't know, playing some music in the middle of a traffic, and then he collects some money, and you just like to put down your window and put some money or coins or whatever you have, just like to make his day somehow.
Yeah.
They're doing their best.
How is it like? Is there much Venezuelan bands outside of your country?
Well, we're pretty much known by one system that we have that was created, I don't know, something like 30 years ago, that the government supplies instruments to the poor people there, and they make classic orchestras. And if you can Google that, for example, the youth Bolivarian orchestra, you're gonna see a lot of that on the net because it's very recognized. It's like poor kids playing cellos and violins and making classical music. It's I'm kind of proud of that.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Hey, we don't have to go that further for this, but I think it's a fact that there's some riots going on now in Venezuela.
I mean, since the change of government about 15 years ago, one people took their side and the other one took their side, and the country's pretty much divided when it comes about political views. And right now, well, it seems like things are a bit hot down there, and there's a lot of riots, and it's been many people have been killed so far. 26, sad to say, but it's a sad thing. Politics. I mean, I don't know how to describe this, but I can't take any side.
Yeah.
But watching everything from here, it's kind of scary.
Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend anybody, sorry, to visit down there right now.
Yeah.
Because it's not safe.
Are you worried about your family?
I am, actually. My family lives in a kind of a wealthy area, and the wealthy areas are the most complicated right now because they're blocking themselves and avoiding the authorities to get in. And well, they're just there's barricades all around the city, and well, actually yesterday one National Guard got killed, and I mean, I've never seen that before that often.
Yeah.
So situation there is very tense right now.
Is it is the whole country, or is it?
I would say in certain areas, and mostly where the rich people lives.
Okay.
So they're kind of defending themselves somehow, and
it's provoking someone else.
Yeah, it's all about. I mean, politics is kind of complicated. To give you a real point of view, you better find out for yourself and try to get the right-wing media and the left-wing media, and probably you're gonna get in the middle, and you're gonna get your own conclusion. That's what I think.
Hey, you worked on a cemetery.
Yeah, that's true. Before coming here, I was working in a cemetery. It was in a poor area. I was pretty much in charge of the. In charge of the administrative area, and I was charging the people to bury their dead people, and mostly they were poor people, and the reason why they got killed all the time or something was related to gangs and drugs. But it's kind of a violent culture in those areas. People trying to take control over the areas.
Do you have any crazy stories about it?
Oh, I have plenty. I have plenty.
Something to tell for a camera.
I remember one time there was a criminal who got killed, and he got a huge parade, because for them it's a kind of a party. They play music really loud and shot their guns to the air and drink a lot of booze and do drugs and something And I was in the middle of that, and I had to pretty much get drunk with them once. Otherwise I'm gonna get a bullet somewhere. It was pretty much like that.
I think we should move into a bit lighter areas.
Please.
So we have another video coming about CDs. Eli seuraavaksi mennään Vaasan kadulle Combat-liikkeeseen katsomaan, mitä he myy. Me ollaan nyt Vaasan kadun Combat Rock Shopissa. Mites teillä menee?
Hyvinhän tässä menee. Ei ihmeempi.
Liikevaihto sujuu?
Juu, kyllä. Ristetään urakalla.
Mikä tänä päivänä myy?
Punkki tuntuisi myyvän ihan hyvin.
Onko internet uhka vai mahdollisuus?
Mahdollisuus.
Onko teillä kanta-asiakkaita vai sattuuko satunnaisia ohikulkijoita?
Enimmäkseen kanta-asiakkaita tuntuisi olevan. Niin kuin toi tuolla esimerkiksi.
Mitäs nämä oheistuotteet, bändipaidat ja muut, myykö ne hyvin ja tuleeko niistä teille suuri tulo?
Kyllähän ne jonkun verran, mutta eipä nyt. Kyllä ne levyt on aika pitkälti se, millä mennään.
Mites LP-levyjen myynti on viime aikoina mennyt?
No niitähän täältä on enimmäkseen aina mennytkin, että punkissa se on 7-tuumaiset ja LP on ollut aina se niin kuin ensisijainen julkaisuformaatti, niin CD-thän on nykyisin varsinkin, niin ei CD kulu tai siis myydä juuri ollenkaan, että ne on vähän semmoinen pakollinen paha.
Minkälainen sun oma musiikkimaku on?
Punkki, hardcore.
Löytyykö täältä kaikki tarvitsemasi?
Aika pitkälti jo.
Nice. So, that's about the records. Hey, tell us about your taste of music.
Well, it's very wide, I would say. I mean, the older you get, the more music you want to listen to. Doesn't matter what kind of music, but I mean, since I have memory, I've been listening to Slayer, for example, or I don't know, Metallica, for example, things like that. It's been AC/DC. No, if you ask me, I would say like Slayer. I've been I don't know how many times into a Slayer gigs and stuff, and
Does it rain in heaven? Rain flood?
Rain in Blood, yeah, South of Heaven. Oh,
Yeah.
it's like my national anthem. Yeah. There you go. So yeah, it depends. I mean, depends on the mood also. What kind of music would you like? Being far from your country, you always like get some nostalgia when you listen to some Venezuelan music, for example. And yeah, sometimes I play some Venezuelan music, trying to teach my son to speak Spanish and all that.
What's Venezuelan music like? Is it flamenco or?
It's more like, kind of a tropical dancing music. I mean, if you listen to, for example, Los Amigos Invisibles, which is like the brand name of the Venezuelan music, somehow it's more like disco, techno, somehow tropical mixes. It's kind of cool. Like, it makes you want to dance.
Yeah, is it like it makes you also to get wasted?
Yeah, it's some party music for sure.
We've
It's
got
like-
something in common with
Yeah.
Finns and
Yeah, yeah, of course. But yeah, reggae is really popular there.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, probably the proximity with the beach and the African population there. It's it's reggae. People like a lot reggae there. And there's more, but at this point, at that time, I can't remember what kind of music would be like something like to recommend you guys.
Yeah.
Do you play anything? Any
Play
instrument?
bass.
You play bass?
Bass.
For how long?
Been playing bass since I'm 17, but I've been taking breaks, like long breaks. So
Okay.
I actually got a bass a couple of years ago, and I've been trying to tell friends here, let's play, but they seem always kind of busy.
Do you have a band?
No, kind of trying to get one or make one, but not yet.
Okay.
Still have the hope.
But you had some back in Venezuela.
Oh yeah, punk rock bands for sure.
Yeah.
Punk is really easy to play and
Yeah.
it's full of energy.
Yeah.
And you can actually express what the hell you want
Yeah.
or what you think.
Was it popular or?
Underground, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
So you had gigs and.
yeah, skateboarding culture there. There's always some punk rock band playing for sure.
But in such huge country, underground can be quite big.
Yeah, I mean, it's really hard to make it there, like musically speaking. I mean, you have to have some like good sponsors and like the right advertising, I would say. But like underground, like scene is really cool. I mean, it's like you can just get their CD from the gig and then you won't see them again. So it's something quite curious.
Once in a lifetime.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you record CDs?
Now, a couple of songs maybe. I
Okay.
think I've showed some music to some friends here. And like, okay, let's see if we can play these someday. Well, bring it on. Bring it on.
How was the gig culture in Venezuela?
I would say it's pretty much like the underground culture here. I mean, a bunch of people going to a bar, having a beer, listening to some music, and that's it. Probably some mosh pit or something. But yeah, like normal thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Have you been to many gigs in Finland?
Quite few. I think my last gig was with a friend of mine. We went to see this Vista Chino in Nosturi. And, well, it was really, I was about to say a bad word, but it was really good.
You can curse a little, it's fine. We are adults.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you like Finnish gig places? Is Nosturi good or?
Well, 5 stars, I would say.
Okay.
I mean, and the thing like you are not allowed to drink in front of the band and all that. That's really good. I mean, because down there you can just like drink in front of the bands, and that can cause some trouble. You know,
Did you ever get like glasses on you or anything?
No, but I've seen that a lot.
Okay.
I've seen that a lot. I think I've been lucky somehow. Yeah.
Yeah, you were a huge Pantera fan. Am I
Yeah, I
right?
saw Pantera once. I think it was 1995 or 92. I can't remember. I saw them, and I can tell them I'm pretty proud that I was one of the ones of like between my friends or among my friends that saw this Dimebag Darrell play, and I mean that was wow, like out of this world.
Yeah.
It was.
You were like 30 at the time.
No, I'm not that old. I was something
Sorry,
like
just
19 or something. I can't
Yeah,
remember.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, it was open air. The first thing I saw was a guy pretty much pass out on the floor. He had an OD, like right on the door.
Did he die?
I think so.
That's the hardcore culture. Yeah.
Well, it was Pantera, dude.
Yeah. He died doing what he loved.
Yeah, well, he died. I'm pretty sure he died kind of happy.
Yeah.
Well, that's how it goes.
But does normal people in Venezuela have enough money to go to the gigs and get to the
Well,
clubs?
gigs can be really affordable depending on the band. I mean, if you go to see Beyoncé, for example, I mean, not everybody can afford a ticket. But if you go to see, I don't know, Metallica, for example, or Slayer, or Sepultura, or something like that, there's always like huge festivals that there's like 3 bands playing together, and it's not that expensive. You just have to save some money. Yeah. That's it.
Your country is like nearby Cuba and
Yeah.
these all
Colombia,
other countries.
Cuba, Brazil.
Yeah. So does bands from these countries tour between?
Yeah. It's very common, for example, see bands from Argentina, Colombia, Brazil, like making like festivals, cultural festivals and stuff like that, big ones. And I remember one time there was like a gig and I managed to see Napalm Dead, Sepultura, Sacred Reich, and some Colombian band. And it was one of the best gigs I ever been. It was, wow, mind-blowing. It was really good. It was really cheap also.
What about the new bands? These are all like pioneers of their own
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Do you have any new bands you like?
Well, I like Graveyard. They're not that young, but they're really good and kind of recent somehow. And the stoner rock thing is like started kick down there in South America. And bands from Argentina, for example, they play really good stoner rock, and they're like not that known as bands, but yeah, it's like a subculture somehow.
Okay.
Yeah, I think like 4 years ago, stoner rock came pretty popular in here.
Yeah.
Is it your fault?
No, I don't think so. There was a big scene, so I mean, as soon as I came here, I was like just checking the next gig, like, and bands for Norway, for example, or Sweden, like playing here, like good stoner rock.
Yeah.
And it's been a while. I'm pretty sure that when it comes about stoner rock here in Finland, I mean, Finland is like about like 10 years ahead, somehow back compared to Venezuela.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
We're ahead at something.
Yeah.
What about Finnish music with Finnish lyrics?
Well, for me, I mean, I understand Finnish mostly of the time, but still it's a bit hard. And there's few so far good bands. I have a friend who used to play in a band there from Turku, and wow, it was like mind-blowing music. It was like, it was ridiculous good. Okay. It was like, wow, you guys play this kind of music here? Do you guys have fans and all that? Yeah, they're kind of not that big, but they were like, in the Turku scene, they were really like known.
Yeah.
And, wow. Can't remember their name, Ominaisten Lapset or something like that.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
So good, I mean.
Yeah. It's like a little bit indie or
Yeah,
something.
kind of.
Yeah.
And of course, I have a friend with a band that every time he has a gig, I must be there. This Daera band is badass.
Yeah.
It's like a trip,
Yeah.
just like that. And well, yeah, I like Chlamydia, for example. Who wouldn't like Chlamydia?
Yeah.
Easy punk rock.
Yeah, of course. Jet Star is really good.
Yeah, that's good band. Hey, how is it like? Did you know any Finnish bands in Venezuela?
It was funny because I remember one time I went to a disco back there in Venezuela and it was packed, and there was a song of this Finnish composer, this Jenny Vartiainen or something. And I was like, what kind of language is that? And then I asked the DJ, and then I have to Google, who's that person? And I'm just like, whoa, they're Finnish. And Kingston Wall, for example, it's not like very popular, but some people down there know about them.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Heipä, seuraavana vaadittiin jo kielikin tässä näin, mutta katsotaan ketä meillä on tuossa huomenna sitten vieraana, eli Karvapää kuninkaat. Lähtee.
Suomen karvapääkuninkaat 1968 soitti ensimmäisen Tavastian keikkansa 26. helmikuuta. Erikoinen nimivalinta vaatii selityksen heti alkuun.
Se tulee Albert Järvisestä kertovasta kirjasta, jossa Albert Järvinen ennen kuin aloitti Hurrikanesissa soittamisen, niin silloin oli semmoinen poppo, joka osallistuu Rockin ässämeitä edeltäviin skaboihin Mustikkamaalla. Ja siellä oli skaban voittaja, sai käyttöönsä tämän kunniatittelin Suomen karvapää kuninkaat 1968 ja 500 markkaa puhtaana käteen.
Ensimmäinen keikka Tavastialla. Mitkä sun fiilikset?
No aika hämärät fiilikset. Mä en hirveästi muista tosta keikasta oikeastaan mitään.
Tällä hetkellä jotenkin tuntuu, että jännitys, joka purkautui vähän itkunakin tuolla lavalla, niin alkaa valua pikkuhiljaa jälkijännityksessä tonne palleen alle tai jotain, mutta ehkä ihan hyvin. Mitäs Jussi on mieltä?
Se, että monitorimiksejä tykkäs, niin se on kaikki, mitä mä ainakin tarvitsen.
Eka kerta sattuu aina.
Ei kyllä. Hyvä sanoa, että ei vituta.
Muun muassa semmonen kappale on syntymässä tällä hetkellä kuin Pane mua. Ja niin Joska Heitosta ja se on bändin jätkiä sitä puhtaita ominta aluetta ehkä.
Semmoisia fiiliksiä Tavastialta. Eli noi tulee meille huomenna vieraaksi Suomen karvapääkunkut 1968. How do you feel? Did you like the music?
Yeah, very interesting indeed. First time I see this one.
Yeah, they're kind of new,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. Is there something gigs coming on?
Well,
Something to check.
as a Slayer fan, I would say like I can't wait to see Slayer again. I think they're gonna play soon here.
Yeah, Sonny's Fair also.
Yeah,
There was
exactly.
something good also,
Yeah,
Mastodon
I
or
think-
something.
Metallica's gonna play there also.
Yeah.
So let's see how it goes. I'm up for buying the ticket soon, I guess.
Nice.
Who are they playing with? I heard their guitarist died.
Yeah, he died. I think he got beaten by one of his spiders like years
Yeah.
ago, and that got complicated, and he just like died. But
Do they have a replacement guitarist?
yeah, I think this guy who's been like in tour with them, I can't remember from which band he's. I think he's from Corrosion or Conformity or something like that. Can't remember. I mean, if they're playing with Slayer, that guy must be a really good one.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
won't pick anyone.
And is Lombardo, Dave Lombardo back in the
I
drums?
think he got fired. I'm not I'm not quite sure, but well, it's a pity because Dave Lombardo is like the god of the drums.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, in my opinion too.
Yeah, the guy has the feeling. He's half Cuban, so
Yeah.
so he's very much into like drums and all that.
Hey, we have kind of this habit that if you could give us a sign somewhere.
Sure thing. Would it be good here?
Yeah, the deck would be
Okay.
nice. Keep on the good work. Nice. We appreciate your action here.
My pleasure. Thanks for the invitation, and it's been quite of a good time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, thank you for coming.
Thank you, Mai. Thank you.
Yes. Hei, huomenna jatketaan sitten.
Kaikki kattoo huomenna kanssa. 13.30.
Karvapää kunkut.
Kiitos ja huomisiin.
Kiitos.